Morning guys, this is our second lesson of the week, and in this lesson we're going to learn about finding two solutions for each trigonometric equation. So let's start with something we've done before. Okay, let's do that. Sine x equal half. Okay, that's a trigonometric equation. It's an equation as an equal sign. And can you see these? Not the best, eh? Let's use the third one. Sine x equal half. So it's a trigonometric equation. There's trig and there's an equation. Now, in this case, normally we say, okay, x is going to solve that. We'll do sine minus 1 half. We'll put that in the calculator, shift sign. But we don't really need to use the calculator. We know the solution for that because a half is a ratio of a special angle. The angle x is equal to 30. Sine 30 is equal to half. Okay, so that's the solution. But now try and put in your calculator, put sine 180, sorry, not 180, sine 150. Okay, put it on the calculator, pause me for a second, put it on. Okay. You done it? Okay, if you don't, I'm waiting, do it. I'm serious. Okay, you also get a half. So, for the equation sine equal half, sine x equal half, there isn't one solution, there really are two solutions. Okay? One solution is going to be 30, and the other solution will be 150. Okay? So we're getting two solutions, and if we write only one of them, we won't get 4 marks. Okay? Now, to really understand this, why we have two solutions, you'll have to wait until grade 11. Okay, I'm lying. I'm probably going to add one more video that maybe will explain, at least for sine, but you don't have to know it for grade 10. We're really going to learn about grade 11. But I want to give you a little bit, well, not proof, but like convince you a bit by drawing a graph, because this is what we're going to do anyway after the test. Okay? So I'm going to draw a graph of sine theta. So I'm going to make theta the x-axis, and I'm going to go from 0 to 180 to 360. And I'm going to draw this graph. Okay? Okay? You guys are going to do it in the next lesson. Okay? But for now, I'll do it for you. And what you'll find, you'll get this kind of wave, we call it a sine graph, because it's like a wave. Okay? And for example, if I take the angle the ratio, this is basically sine theta, so that's the ratio. Let's say I go with half, and I go here and I draw a horizontal line. I can see I intersect the graph in two places. Okay? And these two places are really the solution of this equation, sine x equal half. Okay? These are the angles that if you put sine, those angles, you'll get a half. And you can see you've got two solutions. Okay, so I didn't prove it, I just kind of showed you that. The first one is your 30. Okay? You can see it's kind of close to the 0. The other one, again, I'm not proving it, but if this is 30, you can kind of see that this is also going to be 30. So it's going to be 180 minus 30. To find that 150, the other angle, what we're going to do is do 180 minus 30. Okay? So sine 30 equals sine 180 minus 30. And this is our first relationship. Okay? If I have sine of an angle, I will get the same ratio that if I did sine 180 minus 30. You see, whatever, if I went 30 here, I can do 180 minus 30. And it works with anything. You can do sine 40 will be equal to sine 180 minus 40. In other words, sine 140. Try that. Put sine 40 in your calculator. Write down the number. Put sine 180 minus 40. In other words, put sine 140. You'll get the same answer. Okay, so let's write that in general terms. Sine x can be any angle. 30, 40, 10, 1.5, whatever, is always going to be equal to sine 180 minus x. That's our first relationship. Okay? And let's try and remind ourselves what we're trying to do here. That's the aim, is to try and find both solutions. For these kind of equation, trigonometric equation, there's always two solutions. 30 and 150. Okay, let's carry on. I'm going to pause you here. Okay, we're moving to cosine x. Okay, so I'm going to plot the graph for you, which you will plot next week. But the cosine x, if I put x to be between 0 and 360, okay, all the solutions we're looking here are always in the region between 0 to 360. That kind of makes sense to you, but you'll see even this year that we can even go beyond that. Okay? For now, it's just 0 to 360. The graph of cosine would look like this. Okay? So it's still a wave, but it's starting in a different place. Now let's have a look at this equation. Cosine x equal half. Before we had sine x equal half, now we have cosine x equal half. You don't really need the calculator for that. Okay? If you would use that, but you can find out, you can figure out, because it's a special angle, that x equals 60. Okay? So if I take half is somewhere here, okay, and I go horizontally, I find that I've got a solution here at 60. But as you can see, we also have another solution here. Okay? Okay? And if you can kind of see it from the graph. I'm not proving it, but you can kind of see it on the graph. Let's use this green stuff. Okay? If this is 60 here, this is also going to be 60. So I've just done a guess here that if I have cosine 60 is half, okay? Half will also be cosine, what is that? 60 from here. It will be 360 minus 60. In other words, cosine 300 is also half. Let's try that. Okay. I'm going to put cosine 300, and I got half. Okay. So cosine x equal half has two solutions. First solution is 60. The other solution is 300. Again, two solutions. Just like we had two solutions for sine, we have two solutions for cosine. But to find the solution, the second solution for cosine, we're not doing 180 minus what it was here, 60. No. We're doing 360 minus 60. Okay? I did 360 minus 60. So instead of 60, let's say I had 20 or 30 or 40, I always do 360 minus 20. In other words, cosine x equal cosine 360 minus 6. Okay? Let's move on to tan. Okay, so now the last one we're looking at tan. Now the graph of tan is more complicated, so please don't freak out. We will spend a proper whole lesson on it. Okay? So if I have 0 to 360 as the angle, okay, the graph looks, you notice that I've put these little vertical line on 90 and 270, vertical line. Let's see why. Because the graph starts from 0 and it blows up. It goes up high, all the way to infinity. And then after 90, it goes all the way from minus infinity, crosses at 180, goes up again at 270, goes up all the way to infinity, and then back from minus infinity, and it crosses at 360. Please, please don't freak out. We will spend a whole lesson just on this tan graph, I promise. Okay, but why did I do it? Okay, I'm, let's say, trying to find out tan x equal 1 over square root 3, which we spoke about that equation, okay? If I'm not mistaken, yes, the solution for that, okay, x, which is equal to tan minus 1 over square root 3, okay? You can put it in the calculator, but it's one of these things you've got to remember. It's 30 degrees. So, at 30 degrees, okay, this is 1 over square root 3. But as you can see on this graph here as well, I have two solutions. I've got another solution over here between 180 and 270. And if you kind of see that this is 30, you can imagine that the next one will also be 30 after 180. So let's just try that, okay? If I put tan 30 plus 180, which is tan 210, I should get the same thing as tan 30, if my guess is correct. So let's try and do that. So I'm going to put tan 30, and I get 1 over square root over 3. Or as they write on my calculator, square root 3 over 3. That's the same thing as 1 over square root over 3. Okay? Because 3